Hey everyone, so as you can see from this and from the title that I'll post anyway, this is going to be a reading. I just got this idea, I thought it was really cute. I originally was going to do like, how what your wedding is going to be like, of course with your divine counterpart, your soulmate, whatever, or just the person you're going to end up with, not just like a crush or something, okay? So I was just going to do that. I saw a reading last night, I thought it was really cute. I actually felt it resonated with me a lot, so I wanted to do that myself for you guys. But then I also was like, ooh, let's double the reading, because I've seen a different reader do this before. I forget their name, but they're really awesome. And sometimes they kind of do like a top row, bottom row type of thing. So this is going to be your first date with your soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart, and then the wedding with them, okay? So say if you pick pile 1 for here, you can pick pile 2 down here, okay? Like they're different, okay? So I will just call this like I'll be like, okay, first date pile 1 2 3, wedding pile 1 2 3, okay? Just to kind of make it like not confusing, you get me? I'll put that in my description and comments down below. But let me just take like a kind of a mental snapshot of this, because I don't want to forget how I have this laid out, because there are a lot of bracelets right here, okay? Oh, just burped. Okay, so I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. So yeah, just like look at that real quick, see what tickles your peach. Okay, we have the red bracelet, chakra bracelet, and third eye bracelet for first date with your soulmate. And then for wedding, we have this vintage pearl bracelet, tiger's eye. Let me turn that around so you can see the little coin, tiger's eye bracelet, and the white marble bracelet, because for some reason these bracelets just scream wedding to me. They really do. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get started. So let's just move these out of the way. Trying to lay them in a type of way that I remember which one's which. Just kind of casually lay them like on top of each other. That works. Okay. There we go. So yeah, we'll do the first date stuff first, okay? So red bracelet, first date with your soulmate. And obviously, because there's a lot of decks, we're just going to shuffle them on camera and try not to take too long with it, okay? So thank you, Spirit. So first date with their soulmate, with their twin flame, their divine counterpart, okay? Pile number 1, okay? First date with your future spouse. Red bracelet. How will the first date go with their future spouse? How will the first date go with their future spouse? A little sneakiness happening, okay. Ooh, it's interesting. I'm excited right now. Ooh. Okay, so let's keep it going. First date with their future spouse. All right then. Oh my god. Oh my god. Flippy flip. Ooh. Ooh. And oh my god, Jesus. I'm seeing some Cancer energy here with this crab here and there. I don't know if you see the deck off to the side. Well, the moon card is Pisces, but there is a crab right there, so there could be, yeah, some water. I see water a lot. Could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart somewhere. You don't have to. All right. Obviously, we're going to pull some more cards, though. Let's see. I'm going to pull all these eventually. I'm just trying to be like, which one should I pull first? Let's do this, because I tap on it first, so I'm not tease it. Okay, so thank you, Spirit, pile number 1. So let's get more about, like, their first date with their person, okay? Ooh. You see that? How that just, like, flew off the table? Maybe y'all be blown away. Let's see. I am getting a kind of like a mysterious vibe, though. Very sneaky energy, so maybe like if you've been like in a really long journey with this person or something, hopefully it's not like a reverse. Hopefully it's not like an affair. Hopefully that's not the case with the whole sneaky energy. I would say, if anything, like maybe I'll pull more cards, but I'll say for pile number 1, I'm kind of getting this vibe of like whether you've been in a long connection, separation with this person, you don't really want everyone to know yet that you're going on a date with this person, because you don't want to get people excited. I feel like if there are a lot of people that are aware of this connection or aware of you guys kind of liking each other, okay, release your ex, okay, again, I really hope y'all are not having an affair with this person, okay? I hope it's not some sneaky thing like oh, I'm with this person, but I love you, and then you guys just kind of go on a date. Hopefully that's not the case. I am kind of seeing that with some of you. Take what resonates, of course, okay? So I kind of feel like for some of you, you might kind of disregard the consequences. You might kind of ignore, even if you know that's not necessarily the best thing. If you guys are sneaking around, if you guys are like maybe maybe you kind of see it more as like a hangout than a date for some of you, okay? I don't want to speak too soon though. Let's just keep shuffling, okay? Let's just get some clarifier cards for thank you, Spirit, for pile number 1. First date with their soulmate, with their, oh my god. Shuffling live is a pain though, because the cards just don't want to cooperate, and I get a lot of jumper cards and they fly all over the place. So pile number 1. Ooh, okay. I feel like, okay, this might be right after a breakup. So say if you were in a third party with this person, which does happen, like a karmic situation with them, they might like have just recently broken up with their karmic because they were not in love with them. So they're releasing their ex. They made that decision to kind of, leave them behind. And then maybe like, maybe the second they break up with their karmic, they kind of call you up or they run into you and they're like, hey, you want to go out sometime? I'm kind of getting like, like Jim Halpert and Pam Beasley from The Office. You know how like if you watch The Office, some of y'all might watch The Office. It is a popular show. It's not like it's a underground indie show or anything. Oh my god, okay, bruh, this thing keeps falling. I'm just kind of taking that literally, like I'm saying, like, this might kind of blow you away, like really surprise you. Let me put that somewhere else so it's not blowing all over the place. Yeah, I'll put that there. Yeah, I feel like they might kind of take you by surprise, sweep you off your feet and just be like, hey, you want to go out? It's like I was saying, like, how in The Office, Jim Halpert, I think he was about to be interviewed for like a management position somewhere else, right? Like he was dating Karen, right? Like before he and Pam got together. And then like during this interview thing, he was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be with Pam. So I guess in that episode he breaks up with Karen very like unexpectedly. Like, if you're watching the show when it was premiering live, I did not, but if you were and you didn't know when exactly Jim and Pam were going to finally get together, during that interview scene, that she was just like, talking to the cameras directly, and she's like, oh no, I mean, it's fine, like, we just didn't get the timing right, whatever. And then out of nowhere, he just kind of comes in through the door and just goes, hey, you want to grab dinner or something? And she's like, yes. And he's just like, okay, cool, it's a date. So I feel like with that, it might be kind of like a TV-esque type of thing where like, very unexpectedly, they just kind of ask you out shortly after breaking up with someone because they're with someone, but they probably dated someone just to try to get over you, and maybe the connection was weird, and they're trying to like, not address the elephant in the room. They were trying to ignore you, act like they didn't like you, whatever. And then like the second they break up with this person, so like if they're in a relationship right now, I don't know, I mean, y'all can get a little sneaky too, just like, peep on, Facebook or whatever and be like, is this person still in a relationship, and just kind of keep an eye out and see, when they break up. It's easier to tell during social media nowadays. You can tell if they break up. You can also even tell if they're just dating that person for clout or just for, a 3D power couple image type of thing. And you can tell if they really like the person or not. And obviously, if they're your future spouse, they're your life partner, they like you more. So I feel like I'm getting 2 messages with this card right here. So it could either be like a type of situation where they're like, yeah, they weren't in love with the person that they were dating before they ask you out, okay? Or they kind of are really coy, like they're the ones being sneaky with it, and they're coy and they just kind of ask you out, but you think of it more as a hangout. Like maybe you won't even know yet that they broke up with their person, so you're probably thinking, oh, it's a hangout, and you're like, you know what, sure, whatever. Like you have feelings for them, but you're kind of keeping it to yourself. Like she's holding this cup to herself, she has this cup of love, she's kind of like, do I give it to them yet, or do I just wait? Like, do I give them my cup of love yet, or do I just kind of wait it out and see what happens? And like, you don't really know that they're actually about to like make like a romantic offer. You just kind of think that they're just kind of coming back. And I feel like, yeah, it might be like you haven't seen them in a long time, you haven't really spoken to them at all in a while. So like, this is like this is a soulmate card with the 3 of Cups, and it's just like, 2 friends, like old friends, just kind of seeing each other for after a long time, they're kind of just like, oh my god, like I can't believe it. Hi, how are you? I'm also seeing a lot of water, like not only for water signs, obviously all of the cup cards are going to have some type of water in it, but I'm also kind of seeing like maybe even right here with the High Priestess, maybe your date will involve something with water. Maybe. Or I'm seeing the keys right here. Like maybe they'll invite you to their place, you know. You don't necessarily have to like have sex with them the first date, but you know, it could just be one of those things like they just feel comfortable with you. Like they just kind of bring you to their house, their place, their pad, whatever. And you just kind of sit and hang out, you know, and just talk to each other more and just kind of like catch up on a lot of lost time. Okay, I'm seeing that for you guys, pile number 1. Okay, just trying to check the time. We have 10 minutes in. Okay, so yeah, like a very, very sudden type of thing. And I feel like while you're on the date, like you won't really know yet what's going on. Okay, like this mystery here. Like you guys are both gonna be kind of reserved because, you know, I feel like you're going to hide all of these feelings because you'll still be a little on the defense, I guess, you know? Like, you're not entirely sure if you want to fully give into this yet because it's just so sudden. You're just like, holy shit, like, what made you ask me out? Like, what happened? Like it was like a sudden shift in your energy here, you know? So, it might not be like, you know, a day after they break up with a person. Like I'm not saying like a rebound, but you know what I mean. Like it technically wouldn't even be a rebound if, say, they asked you out the second they broke up, because again, they didn't have feelings for that person. They had feelings for you the whole time, so they were just more denying their feelings at first. So take it how it resonates. It could either be like, you know, the second they break up with their karmic, they ask you out because they want to be with you, like again the Jim Halpert-esque fashion, or it could be like maybe they broke up with them like a while ago and they were kind of just staying quiet, and they're you know, I just get this really sneaky energy, like they're just trying to surprise you with it, because I feel like they kind of know that you're waiting on them a little bit. So there is a lot of mystery, there's a lot that you don't know. Like I feel like when they're asking you out, like they're just kind of gonna blindside you, but it's gonna be obviously a happy blindsiding, like you're gonna be happy about it, but you don't see it coming. Okay, you think that they're just kind of ignoring you, but then they just kind of out of nowhere just show up and they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? You want to go out? And you're just like, sure. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Spirit. Let's get one more message. Okay, just to kind of wrap this up for the first date with pile number 1 with their person. So pile number 1, first date with their person. Okay, like, is it going to happen soon for them? Do they have to wait a little bit longer? Either a time or just a divine angel message, or just a little more confirmation or something. Like, will they be taken by surprise by this? Will they expect this? I really feel like it'll be very like least expected, like, you know. Ooh, okay. Within the next few months, okay, so less than a year. The next few months, when I hear a few, you think like 4 or 5. So it could be like 4 or 5 months. Also with the cup card, yeah, it could be 4 months from now, or like 6 months, whatever. Obviously apply it to your own situation. But yeah, let's get another card though, just to, so yeah, the first date with their, ooh, do I take that? Okay, I feel like this is saying like abundance is coming. Again, like you won't really see it coming, but when it does, you'll be very taken by surprise, because I feel like this is something that you've been waiting for, you've been manifesting this whole time. So it's saying don't stop, you know? Like, don't give up now, because like this person's coming back into your energy soon, okay? So yeah, I feel like with it being a collective reading, it could be a shortened time or a longer time, but I feel like probably at the most it might be like, you know, 6 months at the most. Okay, I'm getting that, because like, yeah, cups is months. So yeah, around like, you know, 6 months at the most, 4 to 6 months at the most, or it could even be like, you know, a few weeks, depending on you, depending on your situation. If you feel that they're coming sooner, they will. Just keep manifesting it and just keep doing your own thing, you know? Keep doing your own thing, but I really feel like they just kind of want to take you by surprise. Like, I feel like they're kind of reveling in the fact that, or the idea that you have no idea that they're coming. They're excited about it, okay? So awesome, pile number 1. So you have fun. Oh my God, you crazy kids. Wow. I sound like a corny dad, like, hey. We're soulmates. Hi, soulmate. I'm dad. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that reading, pile number 1. Stay tuned. Please pick your pile for your wedding day, okay? So, pile number 2. Pile number 2, first date with your person, your soulmate, your twin flame, your future spouse, okay? Thank you, Spirit. So pile number 2 with the chakra bracelet. Okay, obviously that happened in the last reading too, and I kept being like, oh yeah, this person might blow you away and surprise you, blah blah. Now I'm just thinking it's just flying off. It's just flying off just because it wants to fly off, okay? Because it is a piece of paper. So let me just put this under. Yeah, I'll put this under here just so you can still see it and it's not flying all over the place. All right, so yeah. Let's do that again. So I don't lose my energy. So pile number 2, chakra bracelet, their first date with their twin flame, soulmate, future spouse, what have you. Okay, their first date with their twin flame, soulmate, future spouse. Their first date with their person. Ooh, the strength card. I'm kind of getting like against all odds with that energy. And we have the freaking Knave of Wands. Okay, I'm getting some sexual energy with pile number 2. Okay, so I feel like your first date, you might have to be like, okay, look, like I'm a classy person. I'm not gonna give it up to you on the first date, you know? I mean, do what you want. Power to you if you want to do that. You're not. But I'm just saying, like, for pile number 2, I feel like it might be like you know, a lot of attraction, pent up sexual type of stuff. Okay, I'm seeing Libra, I'm seeing Leo. Okay, we have all the signs right now. Okay, I feel like they might be the fire sign. You could be an air sign, or just kind of being like aloof, being like no. Like I feel like you guys are like more the, you know, the classy type. You're not really one to fuck on a first date. Okay, let's just get more cards. It might be a little too soon to tell. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. So pile number 2, the chakra bracelet, their first date with their twin flame, soulmate, future spouse. First date with their twin flame, soulmate, future spouse. I'm just seeing a lot of like willpower. Like they might be like really ooh. This could be happening. Okay, wait. So the 7 of Pentacles, this is like someone that's just kind of waiting for something to happen. And we have the very soon card in the reverse. So I'm kind of feeling like, this is similar. I mean, I feel like with every spiritual connection, there's always like this level of waiting and patience, okay? I feel like also with the strength card that also talks about patience sometimes. So I feel like with this pile, yeah, you've been waiting so long to a point where you're kind of feeling hopeless, like you're feeling like giving up on this person. And like I feel like spirit right now, like the angels are just saying like, no, that they're coming sooner than you think they are. You just have to be patient. You just have to keep waiting. You know, that they will approach you, okay? It might not be according to your own timestamp, you know, but they will approach you when the time is right, okay? I feel like this person, like, this 9 of Cups, like this side, I just look at it as like the Christian Grey card from the sexual encounter reading that I did like a few days ago. Okay, I'll shuffle more cards. I just feel like, you know, I feel like your first date, you might just relieve a lot of, you know, sexual tension. I feel like it will be safe for you to do so. Because you will feel this love for this person, this attraction for this person. Like, you know, it's not as if you're gonna, you know, give it up to them and then they're gonna, like, you know, dump you the next day. I feel like it's gonna be like a nice connection. But yeah, I feel like they are really passionate. They know what they're doing. I feel like they're pretty good in the sack, you know, with that little Christian Grey card right there. Okay, I feel like they kind of have ideas, you know. They might be like low-key planning on, like, you know, doing the horizontal hokey pokey, whatever you freaking call it, having sex. I feel like they're kind of planning on it. Like they want to, you know, do with you, okay? Obviously, if you're okay with it, then, you know, let it happen, let it continue, but don't force anything if you feel that you're not ready for that yet. But I'm just kind of seeing, like, because, like, you know, the devil energies, someone could be a Capricorn as well. Also with that earth sign right there. But with the devil energy, the devil, it also talks about, you know, sexuality and everything too, okay? And I feel like the strength card is kind of like, yeah, like I said, you might be more of a classy type and you're like, oh no, I don't really fuck on the first date. But I feel like with this person, like, obviously you'll have a say. Like, I don't think that they're gonna, you know, force you into that, you know. If they're your divine counterpart, they shouldn't be making you uncomfortable. But I feel like, you know, they might make an advance or, you know, try to, you know, kiss you and all that and be a little flirty, and you'll just be like, sure, all right, that's fine, you know. And you kind of like, I feel like you kind of let your guard down a little bit, you know, and not in a bad way. Like, they're saying it is safe for that, you know, like you let your guard down. And I feel like with this blindfold right here, I feel like you let yourself be a little more vulnerable with this person, and you're not like, you know, you're not too like standoffish with them, okay? That's just what I'm feeling energetically with this card, because other times when I look at this, I see like, you know, the sword, the balance, and they're just like, arms are like, oh, stay away from me. But I feel like with you guys, you know, you might set some boundaries with this person and be like, okay, not right now, you know. But otherwise I feel like you might let it, you know, or at least let something happen. Like, you know, you might let them kiss you or whatever, or maybe like, you know, maybe you can see that they're very, you know, very hot and heavy, very attracted, and they want to, you know, be a little saucy, and you're just gonna be like, no, not right now, not on the first day. Okay, so it could go either way, you know. It's kind of your choice. Like, you could either, if you want to, if you feel that energy, you know, you could kiss them, you can, you know, you can have sex with them, whatever. If you want to, if you know them for a long time, it's not, you know, even if it's a first date, you probably known them for a while, so there'll just be a lot of attraction there. So that's your call if you want to do that. And for the other half of you, I'm just kind of seeing you'll be like, nope, that's my no-no square. That's my no-no square. Okay, but yeah, I feel like they're kind of the impulsive type, so they might just kind of be all over you, and you'll be like, nope, not right now. Okay, but yeah, again, for the other half of you, I feel like you actually will enjoy it. You'll let them, you know, like, you'll let them kiss you, whatever. Like, you're not gonna wait till the third day. You're gonna be like, no, it's fine, because I've you know, I've been waiting a long time too. You're attracted to them. You want something to happen, so you're not necessarily gonna push them away. Okay, I feel that with pile number 2. Okay, because this is like cooperation and teamwork, collaboration, okay? You might have a nice conversation with each other. This also kind of looks like bed sheets, so, you know, you might be getting busy on your first date. And yeah, it might be something you usually wouldn't do if it was anyone else, but I feel like you feel this connection. You know if this person's safe. You know that it's like, you know, the love of your life, so you're gonna be like, sure, you know, and you're just gonna, you know, you're just gonna have sex with them, okay? So, thank you, spirits, of pile number 2. I feel like this reading was a little shorter, because I didn't feel compelled to pull that many cards from Shadowscape Tarot. Okay, but I feel like this person is quite satisfactory in the bedroom. Like, they're more experienced, know what they're doing. You might be a virgin, but I feel like they're not. So, some of you might blue ball them. Again, it's up to you. It's all your decision, you know. But I feel like they definitely will want to do some sexual stuff, you know, in any shape or form. Even if it's just kissing, or like, you know, first base, second base, third base, or home run, whatever. Like, I feel like they do kind of want that. But again, it's up to you. You could either be like, sure, or nah, not right now, I'm good. But I feel like there will be some compromise, you know. But let's just, pile number 2, chakra bracelet, first date. Will they have sex? Will they do sexual things? Or will this person kind of put their foot down and be like, no? I feel like you won't stop them, okay, with the don't stop card. Also, you could take it the sexual connotation, like, don't stop, don't. You know, it could be like that too. But yeah, I feel like yeah, you'll just kind of like, you'll embrace it, you'll let them, like I said, you know. It won't be anything forceful or weird. This is your soulmate, this is your spiritual connection. Ooh, and we also have within, you see, wow, look at that. Okay, it's up to you. It's up to you within the next few weeks, and it's up to you. So again, don't force it. Don't feel like, oh, if I don't sleep with this person, I'm not gonna be able to. No, it's up to you. So again, it's very split down the middle. So half of you will be like, yep, right now, right here, I want you right now. And the other half of you will be like, oh no, I don't, like, that kind of goes against my values. I don't really want to do that. I don't, you know, like this like lawful type of thing. Like, I don't want to, you know, have sex on the first date. It doesn't feel moral for me. And the other half of you are like, I'm fine with it. I know this is my person. I'm okay with it, okay? And I feel like this person will approach you within the next few weeks. Take it how it resonates, you know? Obviously, everyone's situation is different, but I feel like maybe for a majority of you, it will be within the next few weeks, okay, with this person. So this most likely is someone you're kind of already talking to. They're already in your energy, and they're just kind of, you know, they probably already were planning asking you out, and they're just going to kind of come in and be like, hey, let's go on a date, you know? Or even, maybe for some of you, it probably started off as like a fuck buddy type of situation, and then they're actually like asking you out on a date. So for some of you, you already slept with them. It's not like it's anything new, okay? That's I'm also kind of getting. And they're probably very satisfactory. So yeah, you probably were fuck buddies, no strings attached, and then they finally were like, I like you, you know, they asked you, because this is your soulmate, this is your twin flame, your future spouse, whatever. So obviously the love is there. So yeah, it might start off just like more of a sexual attraction. And then maybe you were like, hold up, you're going to ask me out on a date. And they're like, okay, sure, you know, whatever. And then you just kind of do it. So yeah, this is definitely someone you're probably already talking to. They're already in your energy. I don't think this is someone that like, you know, you just met, you know, because within the next few weeks, I feel like for soulmate twin flame connections, it's one of those things, it does take a while. There is a lot of waiting. So yeah, within the next few weeks, they could probably come back into your energy. So whether that means, you know, within the next few weeks you guys start your sexcapades, or within the next few weeks they legit ask you out, okay? Next few weeks, when few, it's like 4 or 5, so that could be like a month max, you know, like a month max. And leap year kind of jumped into my head, so maybe leap year jumped, so maybe like the end of February or something for a few of you guys, which that would be the next few weeks, okay? Take it how it resonates. And yeah, again, it is up to you with the whole sex thing. It's up to you. You don't have to do it if you're not ready. But for the others of you, you already know that you've already done it with this person, or you've already done it before, like you're not a virgin, so you're not like, oh, I have anything to lose, you don't really care, okay? So you will do it, okay? But yes, very, very sexual type of reading for pile number 2. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that, and then please pick the second half of the reading for your wedding day with your future spouse, okay? Hello, pile number 3 with the evil eye bracelet, okay? So I will do my disclaimer, blah, blah, life path number 3, right? I always resonate with pile number 3. I also resonate with pile number 1, but it's mainly been pile number 3 the whole time since watching readings for the past few years. So take what resonates for you. If you pick this pile, you picked it for a reason, so we're in the same energy, but obviously at least stuff regarding time, at least stuff regarding time or whatever, it might vary obviously for everyone, so just take what resonates, okay? So yeah, pile number 3, first date with their future spouse, with their soulmate, their twin flame, okay? Ooh, okay, that's funny, I just said pile number 1. So pile number 1, you might, if you felt drawn to watch that as well, I feel like we're definitely on the same wavelength, because this came up in pile number 1 as well. Okay, so first date with their future spouse. Ooh, okay, so High Priestess, Knave of Swords, 8 of Swords, I feel this energy of like this person was so scared to ask you out, like they were so intimidated by you, like they were probably like, with the this is the Page of Swords, they were probably like watching you a lot, not in a creepy way, but like obviously I feel like you didn't know that they were, okay? But yeah, I feel like that could have been like, you know, stalking on social media, or asking friends about you, like if you have mutual friends, just kind of seeing what you're up to. They're trying to see if you're already in a relationship with someone or not. I feel like it's a very mysterious thing, like spirit is probably like, nope, just wait, you know, like they kind of want to take you by surprise, similar to pile number 1. Again, if you wanted to watch pile 1, I would suggest watching that. Yeah, just like a take you by surprise type of energy. Ooh. And then pile 2 had Libra, but it was the other, not Libra, oh my god. Well, this is, Justice is Libra. But yeah, pile number 2 had Libra. Also, ooh, I'm just noticing that, the little M right there. I've never noticed that before. This person's probably a Virgo. Holy shit. That's funny because my person's a Virgo. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Virgo comes right before Libra. So yeah, like if you see that M right there, that like the M with like the little, it looks like a Scorpio, but it's not the tail. It just kind of curves inward like that. That's the sign for Virgo. So yeah, your person could be a Virgo. You could be a Virgo, or also a Libra, because Libra is the Justice card and we have a lot of air. They could have Virgo and Libra in their chart, you know. okay? Oh, we do have the Judgment card right here. See, I feel like this person definitely was awakened. Ooh, also we have the Death card, so some of you could be Scorpio. I'll leave that there, though. So it could, this could have been after an ending, or like a cycle that ended, like a third party, karmic type of situation or something like that. And they are fully awakened to this connection, and I feel like they do want to come in. They're probably wondering if you feel the same, or they're wondering if you know this connection is, obviously you do. It's more like, I feel like it's just back and forth. Like, you guys both know so much about this connection, but you're wondering in anticipation if the other person knows. So I feel like because you're not entirely sure what they know, you're very nervous to say anything, and so are they. But I feel like every here and there, you guys just kind of want to call each other up, text each other, and be like, hey, guess what? You're my soulmate. Did you know that? And they're just like, yeah, I know that. Did you know that? I didn't know you know that. Like, I said this before in a different reading, but like that episode of Friends when, like, you know how like Phoebe is the last one, or before Ross, but Phoebe was the last one to find out that, you know, Chandler and Monica were like sleeping together, but obviously Rachel and Joey knew. And so they had that whole mind game just to kind of get Chandler and Monica to admit to them that they're sleeping together. So they were like, oh, they don't know that we know. They don't know we know, they know we know, they know. And it's this whole back and forth. So I feel like you guys are kind of like, oh, but I know they're my soulmate, but do they know that I know that, you know, like, it's just the whole back and forth. I feel like you guys both know. I feel like you both know, because the High Priestess energy, you're probably both very intuitive, but basically you're like, it's funny because I feel like you guys are both like, oh, I'm gonna keep this secret to myself, you know, like, oh, no one knows, but it's like, I feel like you guys both know. You know, so you guys are both kind of having this sneaky energy. It's probably like a very mutual energy where you're both probably stalking each other on social media, you're both, you know, peeping on each other's gram or whatever, and just seeing what the other's up to, but you're very sneaky about it. And, you know, they might be like with you, oh, they're probably checking my social media. Like, little do they know, I know that they're doing that. And then for you, you're like, oh, they're totally doing that. I know that they're, you know, so it's just back and forth. You guys are kind of mimicking each other's energy. Like, you're both stalking each other. You're both thinking about each other. You're both aware of this connection, and you're acting like you have tricks up your sleeve, but in reality, you don't, because you guys both know. So that's really funny. Like, you guys are both awakened to this connection. Ooh, okay. That photoshopped eagle. What the fuck? Okay. So yeah, with the 8 of Swords, yeah, like I said, I feel like you guys are both just kind of afraid to say anything. Like, you know, you're acting like you don't know anything. You're kind of just keeping quiet. So that's probably been the back and forth energy this whole time. Okay, but let's actually look at, like, you know, your first date with this person. I feel like that might be what happens in the first date. Like, you guys know so much about each other because you're stalking each other, because you're asking about each other. So, like, you might be kind of, like, you know, trying to tiptoe around topics getting a little too specific because you don't want the other person to be like, wait, shit, I don't want them to be like, how you know that, you know? Like, like, you could be like, oh, yeah, so tell me about yourself, but in reality, you know everything about them because you have tabs on them, you know? Like, oh, hey, like, what are you doing? Like, where are you working? And you already know where they work. You already know what they're doing. You already know what, who they've been hanging out with or whatever, because you've been keeping an eye on them. They've been keeping an eye on you. But there's just a sense of, like, trying to have some type of small talk conversation while you're on your date, but not giving away too much because you don't want the other person to know how much you know. Okay, so y'all, I feel like y'all are both, like, kind of psychics, okay? Both very intuitive people. And if you're like, them, yes, them, both of you. Okay? And yeah, it could have been after a really long, winding cycle. Okay, we have a lot of major arcana cards, so... Oh, we have Page of Swords again. Yes, y'all really stalking the fuck out of each other. Like, holy shit. Also, in the reverse, it's kind of like all talk, no action. So I feel like this person has probably been, like, telling their friends. Like, maybe, like, you know, maybe, like, one best friend, I'm gonna ask this person, and their friend is just like, oh, for crying out fucking loud, just do it already. You keep saying you're going to. Are you actually going to? You know, just like that all talk, no action, and definitely a lot of stalking. Maybe stalking through a friend, okay? Y'all probably have a lot of suitors, and they probably do too, okay? I feel like this, like, not like in a toxic way, but a little bit of jealousy, you know, just like, oh god, there's so many people that like this person, there's so many, for both of you guys, okay? Like, I really feel like the energy is very mutual. So, like, you are probably a quite attractive person, and there are a lot of, you know, suitors that are attracted to you and probably, like, trying to ask you out, or just liking you from a distance. Maybe, like, you know, maybe there are a lot of people that like you but are intimidated by you, you know, if they find you attractive, they probably feel like you would reject them, you know, in general people, not necessarily your soulmate, but other people. So I feel like to that same vein, your soulmate, your twin flame, future spouse, they're probably also intimidated to talk to you because you just kind of give off this like very confident energy. So they probably were thinking about it for a really long time. That's why they kept saying they were going to ask you out, but then they got nervous and they never did. Okay. Ooh, that wanted to come out. Ooh, the Hermit. The Hermit, Virgo, bitch, Virgo. Like I said, Virgo. Okay, so some of them could be Virgos. Okay. Jizz. This one. I'm gonna say G's, not jizz, by the way. This card, I don't know. Y'all can comment down below how you saw it fall out. I feel like it kind of fell out kind of on its side, so I'm not really sure whether to turn it or not. But yeah, I feel like with that though, they do kind of go back and forth between like wanting to talk to you and not. Either way, the Hermit is the Hermit. That again, that's Virgo energy. The Hermit is like, you know, they're really shy. They isolate themselves. They withdraw. They kind of, you know, they take a lot of time within. They go on their whole little like analyzing journey and stuff, so they probably have been so back and forth on how they're going to talk to you, how they're going to approach you, whatever. Okay. And yeah, I feel like I was trying to say, I don't know if I finished that thought fully. I kind of went on a little bit of a tangent, but for the Seven of Wands in reverse, that's that protective, possessive energy. I feel like it's not like in a toxic way, but I feel like you guys might have that energy where, again, you're both very attractive people and you're aware of how attractive your partner is, like for both of you. And there are a lot of people, like, of, you know, the sex that the person is attracted to, you know. So like say if you're dealing with a straight guy, there are a lot of straight girls that are so attracted to him, you know. If you're dealing with a girl, there are a lot of straight guys that are attracted to her. Or if you guys are gay, you know, there are a lot of, you know, whatever, there are a lot of people that, you know, that your person is attracted to, like sex-wise, they are attracted to them. You get what I mean? Okay, suitors. They got a lot of suitors. So no matter what gender, sexuality it is, they have a lot of suitors, and so do you, okay? So there's a lot of mystery with the Moon card in the reverse. Someone could also have Pisces in their chart, okay? But yeah, there's just like, there's just this energy of like, oh my God, like back off, they're mine, you know? And I don't really think it's in a bad way. I kind of feel like you guys both love being wanted by each other. You kind of both love like the chase, you know? It's probably been a long journey of that whole situation too. But yeah, just like, you guys are both fully aware that, like, you know, there's someone else that's into you, whatever, or that there are other people that are into you, or other people that are into them, and you get a little jealous because you're just like, oh my God, back off, that's my man, that's my girl, whatever. And they kind of feel that same way too, okay, because again, there is a lot of mirroring here, okay. I feel like also with this Justice card, balancing the scales, that's also kind of talking about mirroring and just balance energy, very mutual. So you guys both get kind of jealous, which is so funny because it's like, dead ass, don't worry about who wants your twin flame, they only want you, and that's the same energy with you. Like just imagine like if you're over here like, oh, I don't know why they get so jealous, like you know, there are a lot of, you know, they're, say if you're a girl, whatever, you know, again, don't apply gender, there are a lot of people that are into me, whatever, but like I'm not even into them, like I only want my person, I don't care about these people. Like someone asked me out and I said no because I like someone, you know. If you're thinking that, they're probably thinking the same thing, okay? Even if they put you in a third party in the past or something, right now they're just focused on you, okay? Like I feel like they're dead set, like tunnel vision, charging through, trying to talk to you, and they're just kind of getting over all these fears and anxiety, and they want to be with you because they know that they're kind of missing out on the love of their life, okay? Because we have the Lovers in reverse. There could be some Gemini energy, but I don't know. I feel like for the Lovers, I don't even like to address the zodiac sign for the Lovers card, even though it is Gemini, but because it's the Lovers, you know, it doesn't matter, you know. Like soulmates are soulmates. You don't have to be a Gemini to be, you know. But yeah, if you're a Gemini, it might resonate strongly, but or stronger, or Gemini season. You know, that's like late May, early June. But in general though, yeah, like they know that you're their soulmate and they want to be with you, and they've been thinking about you for a long time. They really want to start something with you. So I feel like they're finally gonna come charging in and say something. Okay, they get kind of jealous. They know that there's a lot of competition, but they're basically like, oh, competition? No, they're mine. Like I want to be with them. Like no one else, you know, no one's gonna win this person over, just me, you know. So let's see, did I pull this yet? So thank you, Spirit. So pile number 3, more about their first date with their person. This like possessive, again, not in a bad way. I feel like you kind of like how they're like, oh, that's my goyle, like, you know, like a Popeye type of thing. I feel like you guys kind of like that, you know. So the jealousy doesn't get too toxic. It might get annoying sometimes, like when you guys actually get together, you might be like, oh my God, I hate how jealous you get. Like you would think, just because all these people, like, you know, I'm an attractive person, like, get over it. There are people that like me. That doesn't mean I like them, you know? So that'll be something you'll just have to sit down and talk to them about, like, later on when you guys are together. But, yeah, playfulness, okay? I feel like you guys have a lot of laughs with each other. Like, you know, you have the same sense of humor. You get along on stuff. You could be talking about, like, the silliest things, but you enjoy being with each other. It's just very, it's very playful and passionate with you guys. I'm also getting passionate, okay? Past life relationship and the reverse. So, yeah, you have known each other before. I feel like with this, it's kind of being like, you know, this past life is now transcending from 5th dimensional to 3D finally. Like, it's finally, you know, it's no longer just going to be an only past life thing, if you get my drift. Like, they're gonna come back, and it's gonna be in the physical realm, okay? Ooh, you deserve love. So, yeah, you are lovable. So yeah, I feel like you deserve this connection, you know? But we also saw codependency at the bottom of the deck. So again, watch out for jealousy, whatever. If they get a little too jealous, just sit them down and be like, I don't care who likes me, I only like you, you know? Because I feel like they know that you're a catch, and they get really, like, upset when other people are kind of, like, you know, staring at you, checking you out. So just kind of, like, you know, just talk to them when you guys get together. Just kind of reassure them and be like, look, you know, they're jealous because they like you. You know, they get protective because they feel this strong connection with you, and they don't really like the idea that, like, basically, if anyone else won over your attention, that you would easily just walk out of their lives. I feel like they're afraid to lose you. So don't think of it as, like, oh, if you're jealous, it means you're cheating. No, I don't think that's the case. I feel like if they put you in a third party already, that's over. If they dated someone else, that's over. When they come back, they're just gonna want to be with you. They're, like, obsessed with you, okay? Like, yeah, codependency, this person's obsessed with you. They've been obsessing over this situation. They've been thinking about it a lot, okay? So pile number 3, not tiger's eye. Ooh, okay. So you might want to check out pile 2 for your wedding then, maybe, for some of you, for tiger's eye, because I said tiger's eye by accident. I meant to say third eye. So, yeah, pile number 3, not third eye, evil eye bracelet. My bad, all over the place. Evil eye bracelet, first date. Let's get some more confirmation stuff. Okay, let's just get some messages for their first date with their person. Ooh, I feel like that's too many cards, but I'll take it. Only 3 people. So helpful people in the reverse, recovery in the reverse, and if you believe in the reverse. So I feel like there are probably a lot of people that are rooting for this connection. Like I said, they're probably telling, like, a close friend of theirs that they wanted to ask you out, and their friend is like, just do it already. So maybe like their friends might get a little fed up with this, and they might be like, you know what, I'm gonna you know, make this happen myself, or, you know, I'm gonna, maybe their friends are trying to manipulate in a good way and try to bring you guys closer together because they're kind of getting tired of all this back and forth nonsense. Okay, so I feel like they're friends. I keep getting stuff about mutual friends for this pile for the past few readings. So yeah, you probably have a lot of mutual friends, and they are ready to help you guys out, okay? If you believe in the reverse, I kind of feel like that's just saying, like, you have been faithful to this connection, like, you have been believing and manifesting it this whole time, and it will finally pay off, okay? And recovery, I feel like it's finally recovering now, you know? That this connection is finally recovering, or has already recovered, and it's going to be smooth sailing now. And obviously couples, you know, they argue. I feel like the main things you guys are going to argue about is just that they just get a little jealous when they see other people paying attention to you. So you just have to be like, don't worry about who wants me, I just want you, and just kind of reassure them, okay? But other, you know, like, people, you know, like, if you guys have fights when you guys get together, I feel like it'll be very minimal. Like, it won't be like crazy fights, okay? It'll be like a pretty chill type of thing, you know, and I feel like you guys will make up pretty easily. You don't like to go to bed making each other upset, okay? So thank you, pile number 3, and yeah, so stay tuned for the wedding stuff, okay? So I'll give you a second to pause this, and then pick your timestamp for the other reading, and don't let this pile influence you right now, okay? Okay, 43 minutes in, okay. So at 43 minutes in, we are on wedding. So your wedding with your soulmate, future spouse, twin flame. We have the vintage pearl bracelet, pile number 1, okay? This reading is very exciting. I like this reading. So thank you, Spirit. Pile number 1, vintage pearl bracelet. that might also kind of speak about it. Like, you guys might be more traditional about your wedding, like a church or something, but it's just a bracelet, so we'll see. Yeah, so pile number 1 with the pearl bracelet. How will their wedding day be? You know, how will their wedding day be with their future spouse, their twin flame, their soulmate, their person? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, the Chariot. It could be a destination wedding. I'm getting that. With a Chariot, I just see like traveling away. I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of money saved for this. So maybe it might be one of those things where like you probably like are planning it for a whole year. Maybe your family members will help you guys pay for it, like that type of thing. Like I just see like someone has money, you know, to kind of pay for a nice like extravagant type of wedding. Okay, it might be at nighttime. It might be like a really sweet nighttime wedding, maybe. You guys might be kind of young, okay, with a Fool card. Ooh. The High Priestess. This is kind of screaming church to me. Okay. I feel like the High Priestess is like the counterpart to the Hierophant, which is like traditional wedding, stuff like that. So yeah, it could be a very traditional wedding, like I said when I saw this bracelet, okay. I feel like, you know, youthful, fun. So again, I'm kind of feeling like you guys are probably going to get married a little young with this person. So you might have like, you know, parents, family members helping you out. Okay. And I feel like you guys will, either the wedding will be a destination wedding. It might be outdoors, nighttime, like, you know, like really sweet. Maybe kind of like surrounded by like a wooded area, you know. Maybe the reception will be like a really nice extravagant place, you know, like a clubhouse or something like that. Okay. I'm seeing this like linoleum floors, you know, like the nice fancy tile floor, marble pillars and stuff. So yeah, it might be like a really nice place. Okay, so either it's half and half, like I said, some of you, it could be an outdoor wedding and the reception is nice indoors, or vice versa. Like the wedding itself is like an indoor wedding, a nice extravagant fancy place, you know, costs some money, and then your party is outside, like, you know. For others of you, I'm kind of feeling like it's almost like a bohemian type of vibe, like kumbaya, you know, like a bonfire, you know, like just outdoor boho type of style, okay? Like very bohemian for some of you. Okay, do I want to pull any more cards? Let's pull one more card, then I'll look at the other cards, because I feel like it's very split half and half. But I am seeing a lot of outdoor stuff. Okay, we have the Emperor card. Like I said, fire. I'm seeing fire. Maybe you guys have a lot of candles or something, you know? Ooh. You know what I'm kind of getting? I don't know why I keep referencing the TV show Friends. Maybe because I have it play in the background on Nick at Night every single night, and that's the only thing I watch, even though I'm a film major and I should be watching other stuff. But I'm kind of getting, you know, probably not the best example considering he said someone else's name, but you know, like when Ross married Emily, her name was Emily, the British chick. If you guys watch Friends, I mean, I'm sure many of you have seen Friends probably. But yeah, that episode of Friends, his wedding, like they got married, like I said, a destination wedding, like they went to the UK where her family's from, and like it was in a chapel. It was in a chapel, or like not a chapel, but it was like a really nice destination place, but they were like demolishing it because they were basically taking the place down a few days earlier. Like that was like a whole plot of the episode, and they were like there were lights, candles everywhere. So it could be like a more ancient place, like kind of in ruins a little bit, like, you know, maybe it's a little bit of a wear and tear. I wouldn't say it's like fully like a demolished place because obviously that was a TV show, but you know what I mean, like whatever this wedding is, maybe it's like a really old place, like maybe in a kind of beat up church or something, but you guys just think it's a really charming a feel to it, like there's something about it, you just love it, there's a lot of appeal to it. And yeah, it could be like, you know, exposed brick, you know, like it could be like, you know, marble, nice floors, a very nice place, but still it's very worn down, it's very old, but it's just this charming look, you love it, it's beautiful. And yeah, it has a little bit of a wear and tear on it, okay? So yeah, it could be like a clubhouse or like a really old chapel. Like maybe it was like the place that like, you know, your parents, your grandparents, you know, you know, family members got married, either yours or theirs, you know? Like maybe a kind of a familiar place. Like maybe you kind of like just like the whole, like I said, vintage vibe, like the traditional, like maybe, I don't know, maybe everyone in yours or their family get married at that same place, you know? But for others of you, yeah, you might be traveling to that place. Like say if you don't like live in that area, you know, you could be traveling to that place, or in general, it could just be like a destination. When I'm also kind of getting like, you know, maybe Greece, you know, for some of you. Like, I'm just getting like, because I'm thinking like ancient Greece, but obviously that's not the case. So yeah, I feel like maybe Greece, you might go, you know, where like all the rocky kind of exposed buildings. I'm kind of getting like Mamma Mia type of thing. Oh, so she's like wearing white, it kind of looks like a toga a little bit. Okay. But yeah, I mean, maybe like kind of like an ancient place. Okay, like just it's very different, okay? I don't really think it's completely traditional, you know? Like, it could be traditional, but in, like, a subculture. Like, maybe not specifically your culture, but just, like, you know, like, almost like a place in ruins or outdoors. Maybe half outdoors, half not, you know? Like, maybe you'll get married on, like, the stairs outside of a building with exposed brick and everything, but then everyone, like, you know, the people that are sitting, watching the wedding, like, they're just kind of have a bunch of, you know, fold-out chairs on the grass or something, you know? And it's a very bohemian type of vibe to it, okay? But it will cost some shmoney, and yeah, you guys will basically... I feel like you definitely will have like a honeymoon though. Like you will kind of go off on like a nice honeymoon. You will travel somewhere. Maybe you'll go to Greece, you know, or maybe like Europe, you know. Maybe someone's from Europe. But yeah, you'll just kind of go to Europe and just have like a nice destination wedding. Destination wedding or destination honeymoon, okay? Ooh. I feel like you're probably, maybe you guys are kind of going back and forth on what you want, so you might kind of compromise and be like, okay, yeah, so we'll do this for the wedding, we'll do this for the reception, like I keep saying, because I'm seeing like you guys, maybe like it could be like, you know, your family, their family are like, no, we want to have them get married here, no, we want to have them do it here, like, no, they're more bohemian, no, they're more edgy, or whatever, or no, we want them to have a more classic vintage wedding. So it might be kind of like a bickering back and forth of where you guys will get married, you know, so you guys will probably just be like, you know, let's just compromise, like, you know, like your parents want us to do this, my parents want us to do that, or you and I are kind of bickering about what we want, you know. But I feel like it'll be a very unique wedding though, because it'll be something that's never really been done before, maybe. Okay, Queen of Cups, very loving, very sweet energy. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. Well, for one thing, intuition seems to be a big thing. I don't know what that would have to do with the wedding itself, but I feel like, I don't really know. That's weird. With the intuition. You know what I'm getting? This is so random. Ugh. I think this is so cliche when people do this, but like, maybe at your wedding... during the reception, maybe someone will also propose to, like, you know, to the love of their life at your wedding, you know. Ugh, I hate when that happens. It's like, don't take the person's thunder. This is my wedding, you know. Don't do that. But I mean, I don't know. You might know it. You might see it coming. They might have told you, maybe, you know. Or maybe it could be like a very because I'm just saying like this whole psychic divine type of thing. It could be a very serendipitous thing where like you know, like, you know how, like, when the bride, say, if this is, like, a bride and a groom, they throw the bouquet, and then whoever catches the bouquet is said to get married next. Maybe, like, that person who catches it, they actually, like, legit will get married next. Maybe you guys have mutual friends that, like, are also dating, they're also together, or whatever, and they get married shortly after you guys get married. Maybe, like, you know, because people get all in their feels and they're like, oh my god, this wedding is so beautiful, I want to propose to love of my life, but people are like, not today, not my wedding. But I feel like if they maybe they might ask you that and be like, is that okay? But that is annoying when people do that. It's like, don't fucking do that, okay? That is a mixed message there. I will look at that more though. I might pull another card for that, but let's just move on to this right now. Okay, so pile number 1, 1A, white pearl bracelet, their wedding day. How is it gonna be? How's it gonna go? Unrequited love in the reverse. Well, obviously, I would hope so. You're getting married, like shit. Reconciliation. Why do I keep feeling like someone is going to reconcile at your wedding? Like I feel like you guys are gonna almost unintentionally be like a matchmaker for someone else at your wedding. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe like a family friend or something of theirs is gonna meet a family friend of yours, or maybe like you know, one of the bridesmaids, like, you know, and the best man, like maybe like your best friend and their best friend meet each other at your wedding, or maybe building up to the wedding and they actually hit it off, they get attracted to each other, and the next thing you know, they get together too. I feel like there's like a whole other set of twin flame soulmates that are going to be at this wedding, you know. So say if you are the bride and they're the groom, right? Your maid of honor and maybe their best man, maybe they, you know, they see each other and they get attracted to each other, and they just like each other. Here I go again with the Friends thing. I'm sorry. I know some of y'all probably like, Friends is so fucking corny. I don't care. Like you'll be lying if you say that's not a good background show. Like I barely watch it. I watch my pick a card videos and Friends plays in the background, but that shit slaps. So, oh my god, I'm so stupid right now. Like Jesus. But you know how at Ross's wedding, even though that didn't go well with them, I'm not saying, like, I'm gonna say this is your wedding, this is gonna go fine for you guys, but at Ross's wedding, Chandler and Monica got together, and then they ended up getting married, okay? So, you know, if you have, like, one of those things where it's, like, a, you know, like, the rehearsal dinner before the wedding, like, the night before the wedding, they might meet, they might hit it off, and they might date or hook up. Just a second, I'll be down in a little bit, okay? Sorry, I'm helping my little sisters with their homework for the remainder of winter break. I have 1 week left. My mom's paying me $50 a week to help them with their homework because they're not really the best at math. So, you know, after I finish this reading, I will be doing that. But anyway, sorry. So yeah, I feel like at this wedding, like you're gonna have like friends, or maybe like it'd be really weird if say one of their cousins marries one of your cousins, because then it's like you guys are married and in-laws, so hopefully that's not the case. But I would just say a friend, okay? So maybe like one of their best friends meets one of your best friends for the first time ever, because otherwise why would you guys know each other, you know, if you guys are coming from different places? But they might meet and they might, you know, hit it off, and you'll be like, holy shit, that's so cool. And I feel like, you know, I feel this very intuitive energy, maybe the both of you guys, like, you know, you and your burp confirmation, you and your future spouse are probably both very intuitive, and they kind of see, you guys both will see that your friends are hitting it off, and they'll be like, holy shit, you know, like, holy shit, like they're getting together. I'm also kind of getting, whether it's a nickname or a full name, they might even have the same first initials for their name, you know, like two K's, or two J's, two M, you know, whatever. But you know, you get me? I feel like, or maybe like, say if your friend marries them, maybe like they'll have a double initial, you know, like their first full name has the same first initial as their last name, you know what I mean? That was very specific. That was very specific. Like, oof. Because like I said, I always resonate with pile 1 and pile 3, mainly pile 3, but I kept thinking that, like, at my own wedding, I'm just like, wouldn't that be funny if my best friend, obviously, my best friend since 6th grade, and then his best friend since, you know, beginning of college, they're like really good friends, I would love if they met each other. I feel like they could probably hit it off, you know? So it might be that type of situation, where, like, yeah, both of your friends meet each other at your wedding and they hit it off, okay? Because yeah, I'm seeing this like single card. So yeah, I'm really sorry, because obviously this is supposed to be about you and your wedding, but I just feel like it's just gonna be such a beautiful union, you know, because I feel like we've addressed how your wedding is gonna go, but I feel like it's gonna be such a beautiful union, that there'll just be so much love. Like, this is really such a divine connection. There's so much love in the air, and then like yeah, like a couple of your friends, like they're just gonna feel that love, and they're just gonna be so drawn to each other, you know? Like you guys are gonna make people believe in love again. Okay, and I feel like with this unrequited love card in the reverse, we'll bring this back to you now. With this unrequited love card in the reverse, I feel like everyone, they're just gonna see you guys and just be like, they're just gonna know. They're just gonna know you guys have such a beautiful, unbreakable bond. Like it's just the sweetest connection. Like, you know, like against all odds. Like you don't care how you get married. You don't care if you just go to a courthouse or if you have like a full-on wedding. It's not even about the wedding. It's about your marriage. You know, like they know that you guys are both in it to win it. They know you guys love each other and just have this strong love for one another. Okay, it is safe for you to love. So I feel like, yeah, y'all are, ooh, damn, y'all are a beautiful couple. I feel like y'all gonna make people believe in love again, you know, like really believe in love and be like, this is such a beautiful connection. Okay, with this star card over here, you guys are gonna give people hope. Okay, so yeah, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if y'all play a little bit of matchmaker unintentionally at your wedding. I feel like you're gonna get that intuitive vibe that someone at your wedding is they're gonna meet each other for the first time, or again, if you have the best man and the maid of honor, you know, they're probably going to be around each other the most. They might meet each other at the rehearsal dinner the night before or just at reception. They're talking, they hit it off, and then they're just like, holy shit. And the next thing you know, it could be like a year later, they're getting married, you know, and you're the maid of honor / best man at their wedding, you know? And you'll be like, holy shit. I let you, like, you crazy cats got together. And that'd be fun, though, because then you guys can go on, like, double dates, you know? They're really cute. Like, isn't it like low-key the dream, you know, like you and your best friend marry another set of best friends and you're just all together. Like, I don't know, I think that's really cute. Never say never. Okay, so we have listen to your intuition in the reverse. So I feel like, again, like you will pay attention to your intuition, choose a new direction. Yeah, like I said, I feel like it will kind of take like a whole different direction at this, you know. I'm really sorry because I'm not trying to make this about a whole other couple getting together, but I just feel I just feel like you guys have such a beautiful connection that other people are just gonna feel that love, and y'all might be playing matchmaker at your wedding unintentionally. Communicate clearly, like maybe these other people will just start again, hit it off and communicate really well. I'm just getting that really strongly. Okay, so it might not be necessarily like, you know, someone's proposing to someone at your wedding because, oh, that's so tacky, but again, y'all might be playing matchmaker, just saying. So just be aware of that. Okay, be aware of that. Like it might take a whole other turn. So it's like, you know, you guys are gonna have your wedding, your reception, you're gonna have all your friends and family together. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be a great connection. And then maybe like off in the distance, like it's not as if they're gonna steal your thunder, so don't get mad about that. But I feel like off in the distance, you're just gonna kind of see like, you know, two people, like again, your best friend, their best friend maybe. They just kind of start talking, and then you're just like, huh. And then maybe like you saw it coming. Maybe you're just like, huh. I always kind of like, you know, thought it'd be really cool if they ever got together, even before they knew each other. You're like, oh, that'd be really funny if my best friend and their best friend, like how funny would that be? And then you kind of just see it taking place, you know? Like maybe they'll meet each other, but I just definitely feel like, you know, both of your best friends will be single, obviously, and they'll just see each other, and, you know, and it could, you know, I feel like it'll be more than just like a one night type of thing. I feel like it'll be like, you know, it'll basically, that's a whole other couple, you know, future spouses in the making, you know? And they might, you know, they might hit it off and just start dating after the wedding, and you'll be like, holy shit, that's so cool, you guys are together, that's awesome. Like maybe when you come back from your honeymoon, your best friend might call you up and be like, girl, like, or guy, whatever, like like the groomsmen, the maid of honor, like I met them at the wedding or at the reception, I talked to them, oh my god, like where have they been all my life, like I can't believe it. And then like, you know, and then either you or your spouse would be like, no kidding, and then you'll just tell each other, yo, guess what, they hit it off at the wedding, how cool is that, you know? So it'd be like a really nice type of thing. And yeah, they just kind of connect with each other. So I feel like if you sense that coming, don't say anything too soon, but if you see that coming, just be like, ooh, cool, all right, I won't say anything, just let it happen, how it's gonna happen. Okay, but yeah, I feel like y'all are gonna, like, someone is gonna reconcile at your wedding. They're not gonna take your thunder, but they will reconcile at your wedding. But again, back to you guys though, you will have that really nice, you know, in between, like a really unique, I'm just seeing such a unique, cool, out of the ordinary type of wedding. Like, you know, some outdoors, some indoors, you know, just like a nice little mix of the two. It could be a destination, a location. It could be like a beach, or like, you know, a cave, you know, like that type of thing. But like, it's just something about it. It's just really cool. Okay, like you guys have like God, if you ever had ideas of cool weddings, just put it in the comments, pile one, because it just seems like such a cool wedding. Like I would love to be invited to that wedding. Wink, wink. Just message me, be like, hey, so yeah, remember that reading you did at Pick a Card like a few years ago? Anyway, I'm marrying this person, so come to my wedding. Yeah, that's some really cool energy though. Let me see. I mean, I kind of feel compelled to pull like another card real quick. Okay, so pile number one with their really cool mix between vintage and modern type of, like, you know, bohemian style wedding, ancient, rustic, whatever type of wedding. Tell us a little bit more about that. Yeah, the Tower, like just like a sudden shift to something just very suddenly happens. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Oof. I feel like if I got those cards by themselves before starting the reading, that'd be very worrisome, but I really just feel like there'll just be other people at this wedding that have tension with one another, and they're just gonna kind of get together, okay? Like I said, I'm just feeling that really strongly. Like, I really don't feel that this is like a, you know, I don't feel that this is gonna be like a, oh, I changed my mind, bye, and walk out type of thing, or like a, you know, I don't think it's gonna be someone's gonna be like, oh, I object, you know. I just feel like, if anything, with the unrequited love card, maybe there'll be someone, I'm kind of getting this energy, maybe there will be someone at the wedding that was in love with you or was in love with them, and they're just holding it, you know, they're just gonna forever hold their peace. Like when they say speak now or forever hold your peace, the person might be like, oh, I'm not gonna get in between this couple, they're a beautiful couple, it stings a little bit, I love this person. So maybe like an ex or something, like maybe say if you dated a friend of theirs or something like that, you know, like, because I feel like you don't invite your ex to a wedding. You know, you don't really invite your ex to a wedding, but say if like, yeah, if it was a friend of theirs and maybe you dated very briefly, or maybe you never dated, maybe they just liked you, and then they kind of just, you know, have to watch the wedding happen, but then they could end up, you know, getting with a friend of yours, and then it ends up working nicely for them, or with the reconciliation card kind of happening in the reverse, it could also be like that person knows that you're not going to reconcile. So it might be a little bit of a heartache for someone else, you know, just kind of seeing you getting married. Okay, that is another energy I'm getting. It's really sad, you know. But yeah, there'll be someone that just kind of see you as the one that got away, and they'll be really sad. Okay, and they'll be kind of sad to see you go, but they're not going to speak up and get in the way of your wedding, okay? It could just be like an old flame, you know, someone that you were with for a little bit, or again, someone that just had a crush on you. But I just feel like whoever this person is, they're gonna be at the wedding, and they're just gonna be a little sad, just kind of seeing you move on with your life and be with someone else, okay? That's just for some people, but they're gonna repress those emotions, not gonna say anything, okay? So yeah, on one hand, someone's gonna just get into a relationship with someone else. It's gonna be like an awesome connection, and for the other half of you, it's just they're just gonna watch you marry someone else and be a little sad about it, but they're not gonna try to get in the way of your marriage. They're not gonna do anything, but they'll just be a little bit sad, okay? And like the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, this is like perfectionism, lacking ambition or focus. Like, I don't know, I feel like they might be a little down in the dumps about it, you know, feel rejected, and yeah, maybe that same person will end up meeting the actual love of their life at your wedding, and then they'll move on very fast, you know, maybe. That is for some of you. But isn't that so weird though? That's such a weird energy shift. I feel like if you know, you know. You're very intuitive people. So yeah, wasn't trying to turn it around and make it not about you, but again, an awesome venue, really awesome venue, and there will be some other romantic thing happening at that wedding. Like other people will meet, hit it off, get together, or someone might be a little bit sad seeing you move on, but they'll get over it. You know, this is your wedding. They'll get over it. They're not going to interfere with it, but however that resonates. But yeah, let me know in the comments, like bookmark this reading and just come back to it and be like, let me know if that was accurate, because that's some wild shit. But I just feel like there's a friend or something that either wanted you to themselves, or they're just going to meet someone and meet the love of their life at your wedding. Both scenarios. One scenario is really happy, one scenario is really fucking sad, but whatever. So, whew, wild. So, pile number 2, 2A, your wedding day with your soulmate, your twin flame, your future spouse. Thank you, Spirit. Yo, pile number 1 was weird, y'all. Like 1A, it was weird. It started talking about other people, like... But let me not tell you that, because I don't want you to be like all snoopy, like, oh, what's gonna happen? Y'all can watch that if you want to, but only watch if you feel it resonates with you, okay? So pile number 2, Tiger's Eye Bracelet. Tiger's Eye Bracelet, how will their wedding be? With their future spouse, their soulmate, their twin flame. How will their wedding be? Ooh. Y'all might be getting busy. For some of you, you could have been waiting until marriage to, you know, do the... And you might get pregnant right away, okay? Because the high priestess, oh my god. The Empress is fertile. Staff, oh my god. Yeah, okay. This seems to be talking very much about honeymoon stuff, but yeah, y'all might... Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you might be a little traditional, maybe, and you might have waited until you got married to have sex, and then, like, it'll be like your first time, you know, together, consummating your love on your honeymoon, like on your wedding night, okay? For some of you. And like, yeah, you might get pregnant right away, like on your wedding day. For some of you. Let's look at this more though. Swords, swords, swords. Chariot. Okay, pile number 2 got that as well with the Chariot card. But again, honeymoon though. It's also Cancer energy. So yeah, like I said, honeymoon. So on your honeymoon, you could be getting busy and get pregnant, okay? That's nice. Let's look at that card. I might look in the book for that, but let's just see. Also, I gotta keep track of the time because I do have to help my little sisters with their homework. Yo. One of, like, the basic meanings for Ace of Swords is raw power. You know, raw, like, maybe you might, you know, have unprotected sex because you're now married. You know, you're not worried about getting pregnant by this person anymore. Like, maybe you'll kind of make that conscious decision to be like, let's not use protection. Like, you know, you probably very much want to have a baby on your wedding night. Okay, I'm just seeing, like, very literal raw, you know, raw, you know, unprotected sex. But again, you're married, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, yeah, you may kind of make a choice to do that. Okay. Hey, I'm just getting a very traditional vibe with you guys. So whether this is your first time with them, or if you just made the conscious decision of like, I want to have kids, like maybe, you know, maybe like your dream, you probably talked about it and you're just like, we want to have kids right away. Like, so the second you get married, this isn't even talking about the wedding, this is talking about your honeymoon, okay? Like the night of your wedding, the second you get married, you're probably gonna go on a destination, you know, a hotel. I feel like you're actually going to travel somewhere, maybe be by the water, maybe like a beach or something, or, you know, just like a Caribbean type of place, maybe a cruise ship or something, like that type of thing. And y'all are gonna, first time or not, y'all gonna have sex, and you made the decision that you want to have kids. So you're gonna have unprotected sex on purpose, obviously. You're gonna have unprotected sex because you want to have a baby, okay? You kind of made that choice. So on your wedding night, you're basically going to try to have a kid. So y'all might be up all night doing all night because you're purposely trying to have a baby, okay? Also, we have 3, okay? Let me actually get, I have a notebook, I have the numbers written down. Just peep in this book because I have synchronized numbers and stuff written down. Let me just check what number 3 is. Number 3 might resonate with you guys a lot. Okay, let's just look for it. Where is it? Show yourself, number 3. Show yourself. Okay, so number 3 is sign of completion. Your angels are with you, offering guidance. Okay, so I feel like you'll have this sense of completion at your wedding, on your wedding night. Okay, so, and I feel like the completion could literally be like, you know, completion, you know, like when you climax, that's also called completion, you know, like an orgasm, if you will, with the word accent that I just did. Never, sorry. But yeah, just like, yeah, you might have a completion, if you know what I mean, something, and yeah, you'll be having a baby, so, a baby. And again, nothing wrong with that. Once you're married, you know, it's fine, you know, you're like, it's not like, you know, worried about freaking baby daddy or shit like that. Like, you know, you're married, you know, you're trying to have kids, so some of you might be older, maybe, not all of you, some of you. Don't get hung up on that if you're like, I'm 24, like, some of you. But yeah, I feel like you're probably meant to have kids, okay? And you really want to have some babies. I'm about to shuffle that a little too soon. So yeah, on your wedding night, you're like, they could be older too. Like, they could be a little older. So they're like, I especially, okay? And again, they could be a Cancer. So they're like, I especially am trying to have kids right now because, like, well, sperm doesn't really age. Eggs do, you know? So yeah, but you know, but they're probably a lot older than you. They're like a few years older, okay? Like maybe 5 to 10 years older than you. And I'm also getting like maybe 7 years older, because it's like a 7 and this is a 3, whatever. But yeah, so they could be a few years older than you. Like say if you're in your mid-20s, they're like in their mid-30s, right? And they want to have kids, okay? And so do you. So I feel like on your wedding night, you just make this decision. Ooh, we have the Empress again. Y'all are fertile. Y'all are some fertile people. Ooh. Yeah, you're gonna have some kids, you're gonna have some babies. Ooh, the Sun card. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, again, you're very fertile. I feel like it's gonna be like a right away. I don't think you're gonna be trying, you know, for months or years trying to have kids. You're not gonna have to adopt, you know. Obviously, take what resonates. That's more of a medical question, so I'm just reading how the cards say. Like, if you're not that fertile, you know, then, you know, don't take my word for it fully. But I feel like for most of you, in the general sense, you're very fertile people, and I don't think you're gonna have troubles having a kid. Okay, this did kind of come out on its side, so I felt the need to say that, because I feel like for some of you, maybe not. Some of you probably want to have kids and all that, but you might have fertility issues, or if anything, it might just be like maybe you won't be ovulating on the night of your wedding, but you do try to have kids, you know. But for others of you, I feel like, you know, you will be ovulating, like you will be fertile, like I feel like you'll bring an ovulation stick basically on your wedding, just to be like, okay, cool, let's do it, you know. Yeah. Like, very intentional. Okay. 9 of Wands, I'll look at that in reverse. But yeah, so very, very intentional, and I feel like it will be like a right away type of thing, like yeah, again, ovulating, you're fertile when you're doing it, so the second y'all have sex on your wedding night, you will get pregnant like right away, you know, or usually, obviously, you won't know fully until like a week later or like a few days later, but you know what I mean. You will conceive on your wedding night. However your actual wedding is, Spirit is not saying shit, so I don't know. Y'all probably have very unique tastes, or maybe it's like a very casual, traditional wedding where it's no different than any other traditional wedding. So I feel like Spirit isn't focusing on that. They're just talking about your wedding night. Okay? Your wedding night. Lots of desire, very, very sensual, erotic, you know, type of thing with the Queen of Wands, okay? Like, whew. Y'all probably some freaky deeks in bed. Freaky deeks, okay? 9 of Wands in the reverse is like on edge. So I feel like maybe on your wedding, when you're at reception, you're probably gonna be so hot for each other at reception that you're just like, let's get the fuck out of here so we can do it now. Like, you know, you're gonna be like basically rushing to your hotel, rushing to your destination. Like, you know, you might even do that thing where you kind of just like, you know, casually sneak off and just do it in the bathroom. But I feel like, you know, or wherever at the venue. But I feel like for others of you, if the destination isn't too far, Like say if you have to take a plane or something, you might, you know, you might be a part of the Mile High Club just because, you know, you have to have each other right away. I feel like there'll be a lot of attraction on your wedding day, and you're just gonna be like, you know, you're gonna want to, you know, do a little something on your wedding right away. Yeah, with this Page of Wands is like free spirit, so enthusiasm. So yeah, like I said, very enthusiastic about just having a baby, okay? And determination. Exuberance, warmth, vibrancy, and determination, enthusiasm, exploration, discovery, free spirit. Y'all gonna be exploring each other's bodies, you know? Exploring each other, you know? Like probably going to go all night or something, you know? Like, for some of y'all, it could be your first time on your wedding night, like with them at least, you know? Like, you might wait until your wedding to have sex, or in general, you know, you're just gonna do it. No protection, because you're doing it with intention to have a baby. It's not gonna be like a oopsie, like a no. You are intentionally trying to have a child on your wedding night. Like you want to get things moving. You don't want to delay. You know, you found your person. You're in love with them. You want to be with them. You're ready, right? Okay. Actually, let me pay attention to that, because that was. I forgot. I kind of have to flip cards, like, if it lands like this, I just kind of flip it like that now, because I used to kind of turn it and be like, wait, that's a whole different message. But I'm also, because I'm like, well, it's your, you know, it's your future spouse. They're not necessarily new. But I feel like, so I'll look at it in the reverse how it originally was. So any person that stirred your romantic feelings, I would say, for this case, it might just be like, once you get married, you're like, okay, cool, now on to the next project, as in child, you know, like that's gonna be the new love, that's gonna be the new thing you're pursuing, okay? Like your new hot pursuit is having a baby, okay? Because like, while you guys are, you know, in your whole connection, you know, obviously your focus is them, your focus is being with them, but once you get married, you're like, okay, cool, check, now baby, you know? Like so not new love like a new person, but new love as in like, okay, new game plan. Now let's try to have a kid. Okay? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Passion. It kind of came on its side. Okay. It's on its side, so yeah, I feel like, again, it's gonna be a very passionate night, but this isn't like it's still planned. Like, there's still some level of planning to it. It's not gonna be like like, you know, you just kind of do it carelessly and, like, you know, a condom breaks or something and then you're pregnant. Like, again, it's gonna, in general, it's going to be passionate because you're with your partner, you're having sex, but, like, you are intentionally having a child. Like, you're trying to have a baby. It's very planned. So, you know, it's like, it's passionate, but it's not like spontaneous, okay? Like, it's something you actually have been wanting and you're planning it. Like, probably for the last, like, you know, the last couple weeks leading up to your wedding, you're like, oh babe, I'm actually gonna be ovulating on our wedding night, we should totally try then, you know? Like, rushing home. Like the song Partition by Beyonce. Say, driver, roll out the partition, please. Like, I'm almost done. But yeah, like say if you're taking a limo, you might like roll out the partition and be like a little quickie or something. Yes. I feel like Spirit is confirming that. They're like, yep, yes, you will be getting pregnant on your wedding night, okay? You will be. So whether you do it in a car or you do it in an airplane, or this sounds like a dirty Dr. Seuss book. Do it on a train, do it on a plane. But yeah, no matter where you're doing it, whether you wait until you get to your actual destination place for your honeymoon, or you do it during the reception and people are just like, huh, where are the people of honor today? Where's the, you know, where's the couple that we're here to see? And y'all are just gone. Compromise. Yeah, I feel like you guys really did sit down before your wedding and just have a talk. You know, you made that decision yourselves and you're like, we're gonna have a baby. I feel like no matter how many cards I get, Spirit is like, you're having a baby. Like, some of y'all, you're ready. You're ready. Or you will be ready. Because it did come out in reverse. So I feel like, obviously, this is obviously in the future. So right now, you're probably not ready. You probably aren't even with this person yet. You're probably too young to have a kid right now. But on your wedding night, y'all will be getting busy and having some juniors, okay? Ooh, junior. Some of y'all could have a son. Pregnant with a son, but that was a little specific obviously that will not apply to everyone. But yeah, so congratulations. The stork is coming to town for you guys, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that pile number 2, okay? All right. Last but not least, pile number 3. Okay, so your wedding night with your future spouse. Soulmate, twin flame, future spouse, future wedding, marble bracelet, pile number 3. 3A. How's their wedding gonna be with their future spouse, future spouse, soulmate? Oh my god! This card has come for 3 different piles. Like, holy shit, the fuck? This came out for pile 1. This came out for pile 3 for the first one. So for some of y'all, you're probably very similar to me. Maybe a lot of pick a card readings you've been watching recently, you probably mainly resonate with pile 3, but then pile 1 has a few messages too. So y'all might want to watch pile 1 and 3 for both, you know, for both first date and wedding. And I feel like there'll be some messages for like all of that, okay? Just take what resonates, okay? You hear these little kids? Your spouse could be an earth sign. Could be. There's some mystery there. Some of y'all, ooh, you know what I'm getting? Some of you could have a sneaky wedding. Like, it might not even be like a full-on ceremony. You might do it secretly. Like, maybe like there was a lot of stress with planning the wedding, and y'all are just like, look, I love you. I just want to be with you. I don't care. We're just gonna get married in a courthouse. We're just, you know. I saw that in a reading yesterday too. I was just like, holy shit. But yeah, I felt resonant with me. Like, it might not really be a traditional wedding. Y'all might do it secretly, you know? I keep thinking of TV shows. Okay, if you guys have ever seen The Office, and it's funny because I made an Office reference for the first row of piles for the first date. The Office, when Jim and Pam got married, they got married, like, you know, near Niagara Falls, right? But it, like, the wedding itself was so annoying and stressful, you know, like what, Pam's veil ripped a little bit, whatever. And so they were just like, fuck it. They just went to Niagara Falls because they were in that location. They got married there. And then they came back and did the wedding in front of everyone, but they were already married, but then they did it, you know, they're already married officially, but they basically did it in front of their family and friends, you know, so they got it over with, and then they did it, okay? So yeah, you might have like a secret wedding first, like a private one, maybe just with really close friends, like, you know, 8 of Cups, I feel like it's just like only your closest friends and family, like, you know, parents, best friends are there, maybe first cousins, siblings, you know, like that's it. I'm thinking mainly just best friends though. And then you might have like that maybe like a few months later, you know, maybe like 8 months later, okay, because that's months. Yeah, so you could have like a secret ceremony, like a secret wedding in a courthouse or whatever, or maybe like go to Vegas, you know, that type of thing, Atlantic City, wherever you are, and do like a little secret wedding first, you know. Obviously have a few friends, a few witnesses there. Do that because you just want to be with each other. You don't care who watches, you don't care who sees. You obviously still need a witness, but you don't care who sees. You just want to get married. And then maybe like, you know, around 8 months later, you'll have the actual ceremony, you know, whether it's the party or the actual wedding in front of everyone else, but you're already married, so it's more just for show, you know? And people may or may not know that. You know, it is a very sneaky energy. People might not necessarily be happy about that, but in the end, it's just like, you know, it's just, you guys just want to be together. It's just about you guys getting together. Death card, okay. That's Scorpio energy, the Death card. I feel like this kind of saying, like, you know, just to kind of ease the tension or the stress about it, you're just gonna be like, fuck it, yeah, let's just get married. I don't care who sees, I don't care who watches, let's just do it ourselves privately. I'm just getting a lot of sneakiness with you guys, okay, just a lot of private energy, okay, and yeah, probably at nighttime with the 7 of Wands. Let's look at that. So, a wise person learns from both his successes and his failures. Defeat is an obvious teacher. We learn about strategy, how to improve our skills, what was lacking in our performance, and so on. Learning from victory is more subtle. The lessons include humility, compassion, generosity of spirit, and gratefulness. Okay. So, I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe you guys, had too many people trying to implement their own opinion into the wedding, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't really have enough money, like you might be young, you don't have enough money, because I'm seeing that kid right there, to really like pay for this big extravagant wedding. So it was a little bit at a defeat. You probably weren't initially planning on just having like a court style wedding, but you end up having that anyway, because in the end you just want to be with each other, it doesn't matter. But yeah, it probably originally you were planning for this big extravagant wedding, but it's just so stressful planning it. You guys don't like planning stuff like that. Like, you don't want to deal with all this stress. You don't want to spend all this money, because I feel like this person is very frugal, whether that's you or your spouse. They're one that likes to save money, so they're not going to want to spend a shit ton of money on this wedding. So they're like, you know what? Let's just go to a courthouse and just get hitched, and then we'll do a ceremony later, okay? So I feel like it's going to be behind everyone's back. Okay, but you will have a few friends that you trust, like literally only a few people watching this happen. But yeah, so I feel like the ending would be this idea of this big extravagant Pinterest style wedding. Like that dream of a big fancy extravagant wedding will be dead, but you guys will get married, and it will be a start of just a beautiful marriage. Like, this isn't about the wedding, this is about the marriage for you guys, okay? It's a beautiful, beautiful connection, and you only want your close friends and family there. You don't want people implementing their own opinion, their own ideas. You don't want everyone trying to change what's happening. Like, you just want to do it your own, on yourself, your own. And yeah, just very sneaky. So yeah, just behind people's back. And that's really funny, because like I said before, I resonate with pile number 3, and like when I watched the video just about how your future wedding is going to be, this is exactly what I got. Like, it's crazy. Like, they were just like, yeah, courthouse wedding, like you might get married first, just with only like your closest friends and family that you trust, and then you'll have just a ceremony with other people, but you're not going to get married in front of everyone. Like, it'll be very private, okay, but not in front of everyone. Like, you just want to get married. You don't care about all the flashy stuff. You're not trying to like go into debt about it, Like, some of y'all could be still paying off college loans and stuff. Like, you might be getting married kind of young, so you don't want to deal with it. You just, so it will be a little bit of a defeat. Hopefully this isn't the case of like, your family doesn't support it, Hopefully that's not the case. They might feel you guys are too different or whatever. Or maybe, again, if you're young, they're probably like, we don't want you guys to get married. You're too young to get married. So they're not going to support the wedding. So you're going to be like, fuck it. If you're not going to pay for it, we'll just get married somewhere else. We're not trying to have some big extravagant thing. We just want to be with each other. I want to read this though. So when you get some distance from present circumstances, you will be able to assess them more clearly with less emotional baggage attached. Look up the root cause of your sorrow and loss. Don't take all the blame, but don't assign it to others either. The comet signifies that this is an important milestone of your life's journey. What seems like an ending may just be the beginning. Like I said, an ending and beginning. So yeah, you might be disappointed because you'll feel like we don't have enough money to have such a nice wedding, or our family, they don't want us to get married because they think we're too young. They don't want to support it. They don't want to back it up. I think mainly it's just money stuff. Like, whether like, you don't have money and they're not gonna fork over a whole bunch of money for this big wedding. So this initial plan of this big extravagant wedding will end, but the actual marriage itself, like the actual thing you end up doing, will be just a really sweet wedding. It'll be really sweet because it'll just show how much you guys love each other, and but yeah, it'll be very mysterious. Like, y'all are probably like the type, you probably have family and friends that always joked about like, oh, you're probably gonna get married secretly. Like, you're probably just gonna show up one day and be like, oh, by the way, I got married, in case you guys didn't know. Like, that type of energy. But y'all love each other though. I saw the Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. Y'all love each other though. Okay, I feel like you guys will both know this is the right thing to do. You might even like secretly just have bought a house together too. Like, you just get married and y'all just kind of fuck off, Now, don't like go and cut off everybody from your life, but you know what I mean. Like, you just want to be with each other. So y'all get married. It's a secret wedding just with a few friends, a few close friends. You're not gonna let the whole financial issues get in the way. You'd rather save money. You'd rather use your money to buy a nice house and live comfortably than to spend like your life savings on a wedding, because you're like, that shit doesn't matter. We just want to be with each other. You know, you're not going to do this whole extravagant chapel type of shit. Some people in your family, like, you know, you probably have like family members that are divorced or something, people that are really just like against marriage. They probably just think, oh no, weddings are just, you know, paper. It's just a paper for tax purposes. And you're like, no, wedding is about love and union. Like, we want to be together, you know. So they might be like, we're not gonna pay for this whole extravagant wedding for you to be married for 10 years. And you're gonna be like, no, like, I want to be with this person. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of on its side. So I feel like, yeah, on one hand, the whole extravagant wedding will be a defeat, but you guys will in the end get what you want, and that's just a marriage. You know, you're gonna get what you want, and that's a marriage. Just said that twice. Okay. Ooh. Cause yeah, there'll be like some arguments about planning the wedding, you know, not even with you guys, but yeah, I'm just seeing like the two different families, like, you know, the in-laws might be bickering with each other. I feel like this could be like, you know, your family, their family, not even you guys, just family members and stuff, just being like, no, we should like, no, I want them to get married in my hometown. No, I'm gonna get them married in my home. I want them to get married at the place I got married. I want them to do this. I want them to do that. Or maybe like, because look how they're together, you know, maybe like their parents, you know, their parents are still married and your parents are divorced. So, you know, that maybe their parents are like, oh no, we have to do this really traditional thing, whatever. And your parents are just like, oh, why do I do all that for? Like, they're not going to be together that long. Not to say they don't believe in you, but they just don't believe in marriage, you know? Or they're not really the type to want a whole extravagant thing. But then I feel like in the end, you guys are going to be the ones to not do an extravagant thing, but not because you think marriage is useless and it's not worth your time, but just because you don't want to deal with all this trying to make money or spend all this money on a wedding. You just want to get married and be with each other, okay? So you guys will kind of juggle back and forth, like, golly, should we? Because I feel like you guys are probably the people, like, you're probably not even that in touch with all of your distant relatives, and you're like, oh my god, like, I feel like if I don't invite all of them, they'll be offended, they'll be upset if we don't, like, I don't know if I should invite these people. I don't even have their numbers. I don't even know their names. I don't know if I want to invite them. Like, I haven't spoken, like, even though they're family, I haven't spoken to them in years. I don't even know who they are anymore. They don't know who I am. Like, I don't want to bring them and pay for like more plates and stuff, and I haven't even spoken to them in a long time. I haven't seen them. I never seen them for anything. You know, you're probably struggling, just kind of be like, who should I even invite to this wedding? Like, I don't even know if I want to invite that many people, just close family and friends. So then I feel like you kind of just go, fuck it, we're not going to, and just get married, you know. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fruitful. Okay. Look at that. I kind of stopped shuffling. We have the 8 of Swords in the reverse. So yeah, just like, I feel like that in itself will be a release of all this anxiety about the whole situation. Just gonna be like, fuck it. We're just gonna get married how we want to get married, you know? Just with ourselves and close family and friends. We're not gonna juggle who we're gonna invite. We don't have to worry about like burning our wallets, because that kind of looks, that's like a fairy, but it kind of looks like smoke. Like, we're not gonna worry about burning our wallets and all this just to have it, you know. We're gonna save our coin, you know? Just a minute. I have to help my sisters with their homeworks, and they keep calling my name. So that you're probably just like, no, we're going to save our money, and we're just going to do things how we want to do it. Save our money, because we want to be stable. We want to have a nice house and not spend all of our... You guys are very practical. You're like, we're not going to spend all of our money on a wedding, okay? We're going to invest in our marriage, you know? That's nice. I like that. Ooh. Because romantic feelings, it doesn't matter how you guys get married. Like, literally, you can just get married at a courthouse or in Vegas or whatever. Y'all just want to be with each other. Like, the wedding doesn't matter to you guys. The marriage matters. Y'all don't care how you get married, okay? Because you guys have such a romantic, beautiful love for each other. You're like, we don't care how we get married. We just want to be married. Ooh. Oh my god, the fuck? Did you see how that kind of flew under there? Spirit is funny, yo. When Spirit wants to give messages, they will, okay? So, wedding. Obviously, it involves marriage. But see how the second the card came out, it flew under here. It's going to be, like I said, a very under the radar, you know, under the radar, not illegal, but under the radar type of wedding. Y'all are just like, let's just, down and dirty, let's just get it over with so we can just pursue the marriage itself, you know? I feel like you guys are kind of edgy, like little rebels. You're just like, probably the idea of wearing like this big, you know, floofy wedding dress and then wearing a tux and all that. You're probably just like, oh, I don't feel like doing all that. Like, I don't feel like spending all this money on like fucking chicken and fish. I don't feel like asking other people to buy me a toaster. You know, I don't feel like having to pay for an open bar or, you know, do that stupid bouquet throwing. I don't feel like wearing a garter belt and having some creep pull it off of me with their teeth. Like, oh, fuck that. Like, no, I just want to get married. I don't want to do all the crazy extra shit. I just want to do it, you know, and worth waiting for. I feel like in general this connection was worth waiting for. So yeah, y'all are just like, look, I feel like if you guys had to wait a whole year to plan your wedding, you'd be like, you know, that's fine as long as you're getting married. But I feel like for you guys, you guys are like, we waited long enough. We're not gonna wait any longer to just be married and do all this planning and stuff with it. We're just gonna do it. I don't think it necessarily is going to be an impulsive thing, but for some of you, like I said, you could be kind of young. Y'all could be like, after like a year or of dating or something, if this person knows that you're their soulmate and stuff, you know, they're probably going to propose to you a lot, like really fast. And maybe like after only a year of being together, you know, y'all might move kind of fast, not in a bad way, because you have this feeling that you're meant to be together, so you might move in with each other kind of fast. Like they might give you the key to their house or something, or, you know, they might have their own place. They might give you the key to their place like after a few months or so of dating, you know. Yes, confirmation. And thank you, Spirit, thank you for confirming me. But yeah, they might give you the key to their place. You might move in with them, and then maybe like after a year or like a year and a half, they're gonna be like, will you marry me? You're gonna be like, yeah. And then family and friends might be like, the fuck, y'all are too young. And y'all be like, we don't care, we love each other. So y'all just get married because you want to get married. Y'all just want to be with each other. Helpful people. There will still be people that are willing to help you, okay? I'm thinking that as like friends, okay? So y'all might have like really close friends that are like, awesome, we'll be your witness, we will watch you guys get married. Peaceful resolution. So yeah, even though it's a little sneaky, and they might not be crazy, like whatever family, they might not be crazy about you just like being a very under the radar type of wedding. In the end, they're gonna see you guys love each other. They're gonna be like, oh shit, great. I feel like it's gonna be kind of thing. They're actually gonna be like, oh wow, you guys got married, awesome. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. This is fine. Like they might go to the courthouse with you, you know, or at least friends will. And like I said, you know, even if you have a courthouse type of wedding or just like a whole we got hitched type of thing, I feel like you still will have like a nice reception, so that everyone who wasn't at the wedding can still see you guys together. And I feel like they'll be very peaceful, and they'll see it and they'll be like, wow, they really love each other. It's not about the fancy wedding. They're not trying to burn their wallets. I feel like they'll agree in the end. And they'll be like, it's actually pretty practical, okay? So yeah, congratulations, pile 3. Hope that resonated with you, resonate with me. I will catch you next time.